Get in, nerds. We are playing Victoria 3. We are going to do a little bit of economy management, and then once again, we've kind of given up on exploiting the Amazon because Guyana is at its limit of rubber plantations, and you need 10 rubber plantations in order to develop it. So that's just an unfortunate situation. These ones are... I don't think the treaties of Bogota or Ayacucho help us with this. Yeah, no, I don't think this is. These are for tackling subject states of Great Britain, not Great Britain itself, which British Guiana is. So I don't think we're going to be going after that. 1 second. We do have our interest activated in Japan. So that is fun. I still can't participate in this diplomatic play here. Oh boy. We've got a lot of options. Let's go ahead and begin improving relations with them. By the way, updates after the war. Apparently Great Britain is now conciliatory towards us. So that's fun. We'll go ahead and... I can't improve relations with them because I'm doing too much stuff diplomatically right now. I don't need to continue to bankroll Guatemala and the Mosquito Kingdom. Well, no, their economies need that. I am continuing to improve relations with France. I'm still rivaling Spain, right? Yes. So where is all of this? Oh, I got a bunch of trade pacts, and I got a defensive pact with the USA. If I had an alliance with the US, I could potentially go toe-to-toe with Great Britain, but I don't necessarily want that. We'll see. Right, I'm doing economy management right now. So, let's take a look at our market. We're a little short on clippers. I got one port using clippers. Where is Danish Togo? Oh, that's right. I turned Denmark into a protectorate. Hey, Denmark. No, I don't want to do that. That's just silly. Is that silly? I think that might be silly. Oh, the Denmark has 3 tiny states. That's very funny. All right. Well, in any case, I don't need to worry about that. I am still a little short on hardwood, which again, baffling. I'm Brazil. I shouldn't be short on hardwood. So let's go ahead and just to see, hardwood and wood are both in. No, wood is not in the industrials. Wood must be under staples. Yeah, here we go. So wood is pretty cheap in the market. Hardwood is pretty expensive in the market. So we're going to grab some of our logging camps, and we'll flip a few more of them over into intensive wood, hardwood production. Let's see, Mato Grosso, Para, Piauí, Ecuador. Antioquia will leave, but Cundinamarca, Cauca, Panama, and there's a couple more down here. Santa Fe. That should be all of them. And Nicaragua. We'll all shift into intensive hardwood production. So again, most of our smaller ones that are having trouble finding the labor force, those will be in hardwood production. And that increases our supply of hardwood a little bit. How does it do with our... Okay, and regular wood continues to be expensive. I'm going to flip one more over to get them a little bit more balanced. Maybe one of the large ones. Oh, Bahia we can flip over. No, Goiás we can flip over as well. I guess I missed that one. I'm basically doing everything with 5 or fewer levels. Yeah, and then we'll leave our... Oh, Guaviare. Okay, the change happened. Alright. That's just the game being a little slow here. That's the game trying to crash. Don't crash, Victoria 3. Don't crash until the episode is over, please. Alright. Logging camps are good to go. So, silk is very expensive. We're importing a ton of that from various different markets. We're getting some from Britain, some from Italy, some from Spain, some from Russia, and some from Austria. So we're providing a big silk market. But at the same time, we're outputting a huge number of luxury clothes, and we're exporting a ton of that and consuming the rest. So I'm feeling pretty good about that overall. We're really, really short on coal now. I believe I may have actually maxed out our coal mines. Nope, I have not. Let's go ahead and do that. We'll just throw all of our coal mines, all of our possible coal mines in production. Wow, there's a lot of coal mines available in Los Rios. Little bit in Ecuador, 10 more in Cauca, plenty in Cundinamarca, bunch in Costa Rica, and a bunch in Panama. And that's going to be everything. So we're gonna sort out this coal supply. So currently we're increasing our coal supply by about 50%. That's going to really way outrun my coal needs, but that's okay. Coal mines are pretty cheap to operate. Looks like cars and trains are still moderately expensive. That's fine with me. Radios are still expensive. I think we've still got some of our electrics industries only producing telephones. Let's take a look at where telephones are. Okay, telephones are okay. I'm going to leave it for now. However, I believe, yes, we did discover mobile armor. So that warrants an increase in military methods. Let's see here. Let's go to production tech, and since we're running up against our maximum for mines, I'm going to queue in compression ignition. And maybe I'll queue in oil turbine, but we'll see. So what else here? Wine's looking good to go. Again, this is being consumed mostly by pops here in Brazil. We're producing a ton of oil. Meat's doing just fine. Alright, and everything else is looking good. We're still running over our supply of rubber, which is very silly. But hey, it is what it is. We won't be doing much longer, though, because we're going to be producing an absolute ton of tanks and whatnot. Can I export clothes? America needs clothes. So we'll send some clothes to America. Austria needs tools, but not many of them. I think we're good on tools. I've completely outrun my ability to sell tools. Grain? Can I export grain somewhere? Oh, America and Austria both need grain. That's incredible. I didn't realize. I'm not going to encourage exports on grain for the moment, because I think that causes a problem if there's a shortage. Although I don't think there's going to be a shortage, but still. Alright. And again, our goal for the run, for the remainder of the run, is to get to 76.5 million population. That's going to get us up to our goal, and that's going to be what we need. Let me see. And everything else in the market is just fine. We're really dramatically overproducing fabric. I suppose I could change up my production methods for my livestock ranches. Hold on. So this adds a grain input and reduces meat production and increases fabric production. So if I change this over, that will actually not help because grain is so cheap. So I'm not going to worry about that. Could I go to electric fences? That would reduce labor costs significantly. Let's wait for now. We have some issues we need to address. Transport shortages in Rio Grande do Sul, Para, Pastaza, Cundinamarca, Miranda, and Bolivar. Let's just check the railways in those areas. Alright, they are subsidized, which I knew they were, but they're fully employed is the thing that matters here. I'm just doubling. As they say in the United States Army, if it doesn't work, double it. Maybe only in Hearts of Iron 4 they say that. I don't know. I'm not some sort of armiesman. Just a drunk cat who plays video games a lot. And then we have one at Arequipa. I don't know why I'm looking at the power plants. Alright, I'm just going to quickly throw those all the way at the top. To get those done faster. And then we have some electricity shortages as well. I built up ones in Bolivar, right? I'm not making that up? Yes, I did. Alright. Electricity shortage in Cordoba. Power plant is fully employed. Let's give it another couple of levels. Nicaragua, fully employed. Pretty much fully employed. We'll give it another couple of levels. Patagonia, fully employed. A couple more levels. And Cundinamarca, fully employed, a couple more levels. And once again, we will throw these in at the top. That's going to slow down my coal mine production significantly, but that's okay. Perfect. Alright, next on the list, we need to convert our armies over to modern armies, because our armies are not modern. This is going to take some doing. We can upgrade the squad infantry, so let's upgrade them first of all. And at the same time, Second Brazilian Reserve Army taking a second to load. That's going to give us a tank shortage. Yep, so we will grab our War Machine Industries and start producing tanks. Not profitable. Oh, trust me, they're going to be profitable. They're going to produce so many tanks. Alright, so we're really overproducing tanks right now immediately, but we're increasing tank needs rapidly. Yeah, here we go. So soon we'll be producing enough tanks to use all these tanks. That's going to cost us a pretty penny in production costs. Oh, I also want to address one thing within the government situation, which is the landowners are down to 2.2% of clout, and that means I think I can finally stop suppressing them. There just are so few at this point, and I can save that authority for something else. And I'm thinking it's going to be for consumption taxes. Am I using authority on anything other than consumption taxes? I'm not. So what can I tax? Most reasonable things are probably glass and porcelain. Could tax telephones. That'd be interesting. But we're just going to do the most profitable ones. Let's not complicate things too much. That's going to really help out with our finances, which are currently a little low while we're building. Again, not that big of an issue. Let's see how these conversions are going. Alright. Oh, and also we want to convert our conscription centers over to mechanized infantry. And that'll be just fine. So, quick run at the market. Tanks are looking good. So, next up, we need to convert our artillery into heavy tanks and our lancers into light tanks. I think I'm just going to quickly throw in some lancers, and I'm just going to do these as best I can wherever it feels like it makes sense. Because I don't... Despite what feels like my greatest efforts, I still seem to have kind of uneven numbers of military buildings in a lot of different places. Okay, there we go. That should work. And we'll leave that at the bottom of the track for now. So this is 1st Brazilian Army. 3rd Brazilian Army needs 10 units of light tanks. So we'll throw those in Sao Paulo, Minas Gerais, and Rio de Janeiro. I said 10, but I added 15, like a hero would do. Prussia sides with Spain in a diplomatic play against a revolution in Cuba. Nice. Fourth Brazilian army needs 10 units of light tanks. We'll throw those in Bahia. All of them. Second Brazilian Reserve Army should only need... Oh, does need 10. Alright, easy peasy. We'll put those in Zulia and Miranda. And then First Brazilian Reserve Army only needs 5. We'll throw those in Rio de Janeiro. So, once those are built, and we can take as long with that as we want. We're still building our railways. Let's go ahead and throw the coal mines at the bottom to get the barracks built faster. This is probably not a smart way to do this, but no one said I was a smart cat, so we're just going to have to live with it, and you're going to hear this clicking noise a lot of times. Not as many times as I thought we were going to, though. There we go, perfect. So that means those will get built as soon as these boys are done. In fact, maybe we'll throw these mines up at the top, just to get them knocked right out. And then we'll do the power plants and railways and whatnot. And then we'll do the other stuff. Pasteurization unlocked. Excellent. There's a secession happening in Oceania. A Kanak uprising against France. That's wild. Does Great Britain have any infamy right now? I know that I'm not going to go after British Guyana, but in my heart I still kind of wanna. Knowledge of art silk is spreading to us. We haven't had art silk? Hold on. We've been not making artificial silk this whole time. I've been researching tier 5 techs. Oh no, I haven't been. This will be my first tier 5 production tech. Oh, that's really interesting. Maybe I'll knock out art silk first. No, I want to do compression ignition. Compression ignition is really, really good. It's really useful for your mines. So hopefully these will sort themselves out. Market access is low in Mendoza. So that place is going to need... Oh yeah, it's way over its infrastructure. Oh yeah, because I built a bunch of mines there. Well, that does make sense. Hoisted by my own decision-making. That's what they call it, right? And in any case, we'll put some railways in there, and that'll be nice. I think we might also be able to become a coal exporter once we've increased all these coal mines. I think that might be nice. Remember to stay hydrated. Revolution in Oceania, a proletarian revolt in Australia. Well, that's exciting. Except they only have 3 battalions. That's some haircut you got. A trade unionist jingoist. Serena Baird. Quite the haircut, quite the outfit. Not sure what we're going with there, but that's okay. That's okay. We've seen a lot of silly haircuts in this game. Let me look at the... oh no, this is an historical character. I can't tell him he's got a bad haircut. Someone's going to actually be mad if I say Esther Hildo Pereira has a dumb haircut. We're a little short on bureaucracy, so let's go ahead and flip our another block of government admins over to telephone switchboards. We'll do the ones in La Paz. And we'll do the ones in Antioquia as well. Get us plenty of a buffer here. Alright, that should be fine. And we are now once again building coal mines. So, unregulated automobiles. Due to a spate of accidents, there have been calls to regulate automobiles. It's been reported that an out-of-control automobile crashed into a wall at high speeds, killing the driver. Faster than a horse and twice as heavy. If people don't see why that's dangerous, I don't know what to tell you. Stricter laws make safer streets. Reduce motor industry's throughput. -1 industrialists mad. People merely need to adjust. Industrialists happy. Automobiles should have the right of way. Lower starting pops in Brazil become more radical. I don't really see any disadvantages to this second one unless there's a hidden increase in accidents. I wonder if this changes our arrange accident interaction. Let's wait for the week to tick over and find out. I think you have a 25% chance of successfully killing a character if you arrange an accident. So let's take a look here. Oh, I can't assassinate the leader of the... Hold on. Let's go after a guy in the opposition. Arrange accident. Nah, it's still 25%. Oh, this is Gaspar Pena. Interesting. Oh, no, that was Gasteo Pena. His brother was heading up the petite bourgeoisie for a long time. Or maybe I just misread. Okay, here we go. No, he's an agitator. Oh, that's fun. Two agitators. One a market liberal, the other a technocrat. They're bros. They're bros. That's fun. Alright, so... let me see. What else is going on in our market that we need to deal with? Way more silk being used by our textile mills. Can I get... Oh, you know what? I need to flip silk over to protect domestic supply. It's going to cost me money, but it's also going to really increase the amount of silk I'm able to bring in. Let's watch this tick over to the next week, and then watch these trade routes grow. They're not growing, no! Maybe I've got trade agreements with all these places. How many cars are we exporting? We're exporting a lot of cars. I might switch cars over to encourage exports. Again, I'm eating into tariff revenue, but tariff revenue is nothing. We're not getting anything from tariffs. The more we can export, the better. Really. Or in the case of things that we need to import, like silk, the more we import, the better. Again, I'm getting so much cash from my consumption taxes that it's absolutely silly. Yeah, heck yes. Alright, so, having increased those barracks, let's go through our armies and just remove all of our lancers. Because we don't need them anymore. We've got tankers now. Perfect. And now at last, it's time for the heavy tanks. I need 80 levels for the first Brazilian army. I think a lot of them are going to go in our core areas here. And again, this is gonna max out some of these areas for barracks, but we've already got a lot of areas maxed out for barracks, so it's not going to be an issue. I'm just going to give it a couple weeks for these railways to turn over, and then I'll throw the barracks up at the top of the queue. And here we go. We're short on influence because Spain has become no longer a great power. Spain, what are you now? You're a minor power. Did you become a puppet of somebody? No. Interesting. Wow. That's really shocking. What happened here? Did you get humiliated? Did you declare bankruptcy? What happened? Wow, they're really down there. Are my eyeballs bad? Here we go. Spain. 199 prestige. Minus 45% from declared bankruptcy. And minus 40% from diplomatic overreach. Oh, they went... Well, I mean, now they're short because now all their rivals are goofed. Rivalry between Russia and America. Kind of don't mind if I do, personally. But hey, we'll let it be. And there's film unlocked. So I should be able to get all my arts industries over to making movies. And that'll be nice. We'll have a lot of movies. What would we call Hollywood if it was in Brazil? I don't like just calling it Brawlywood. But you know, we'll do our best. Transportation shortage in Bolivar. Wait. Okay, yes, you are profitable. Transportation shortage in Los Rios. 3. Transportation shortage in Miranda. 2. And once again, we'll throw those all the way at the top. And now that we've built up ourselves a massive number of heavy tanks, we'll just start reducing the amount of siege artillery in the 1st Brazilian Army correspondingly. And that will solve our organization problem. And that'll be nice. We're still building up these coal mines, right? We're not... Oh, no, we're still working on the barracks. All right, well, that'll be easy enough. That'll be easy enough to deal with. In fact, we'll just knock these all the way down. So those heavy tanks can hire, and it'll be just fine. What else? There's something going on in Bremen. Can't be bothered. Revolutionary Cape Colony. Interesting. Can't get a war goal from Revolutionary Cape Colony, unfortunately. We'll leave it be. And this is just going to pop off naturally, so we'll let that go. Ooh, excellent. Prussia is buying our fruit. That's them buying our fruit, right? There's no way they could be selling us their fruit. They're selling us their fruit. Prussia, you fool. I'm wall-to-wall, floor-to-ceiling fruit. You can't sell me fruit, Prussia. Prussia! That can't be. They've got to be they're not buying it. Wait, hold on. Is China exporting tea to us? Guys, I'm not a market. You can't... The stuff is... I'm producing so much of this stuff. I'm hurtling, I say, towards standard of living 20 for all my stuff being cheap. You can't sell me that stuff. It's not going to work. Alright, so those are good to go. How's the price of coal doing? It's not gone down as much as one might hope, probably because all these places are having a hard time employing the amount of people they need to employ to make this whole thing work. I'm putting all these coal mines in areas that are not particularly densely populated, so they're having a hard time hiring, but they are profitable, so that's good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What is going on over there? France is having another revolution. The radical French Republic. Alright, so let's see what's going on here. France is... Let's see. Universal suffrage presidential republic. Ignorant conscience, cultural exclusion. Basically a modern state. Tenant farmers, censorship, religious schools. A kind of a hodgepodge. Alright, and radical French Republic has what? Wait. Radical French Republic has a guy with a lot less hair running it, for one thing. So what are you about? You're a parliamentary republic. National Guard. Right of Assembly. Poor laws. Colonial exploitation. Oh my gosh, thank goodness they added a feature where you can swap between two countries and it doesn't change where you're looking at, so you can see what's different. Alright, so in the French Republic, they have appointed bureaucrats, religious schools, and censorship. In the radical French Republic, they have elected bureaucrats, private schools, and right of assembly. And the French Republic is damaging relations. Well, we can go ahead and enjoy that. Sadly, the radical French Republic does not want anything, does not want to give me anything, but, okay, United States sides with French Republic for a bankroll. Yeah, good luck with that. USA stealing my technique. Alright, does this change radical French Republic's desire to have me around? Not really. Well, la-di-da then. We'll just chill. We'll just chill over here and have our own thing going on. I probably need to get silk from them. I'm actually getting more silk without getting their silk. Because other trade routes have flexed to benefit me. Well, that's interesting. That's interesting. That's an interesting thing to see. How goes the great coal expansion? Still chugging along. Happily creating more jobs in our country should slowly decay unemployment, which will in turn make our economy stronger. Revolt in Brunswick cannot be bothered with that. Aerotoa can't be bothered with that. Portugal's trying to get independence. Interesting. They're a council republic. But what if, and hear me out, you were... Oh my gosh, why can't I get... Transfer states. Lorenzo Marquez. Where is Lorenzo Marquez? I don't even know. I wonder if it's down here somewhere? Yeah, it's down here. Well, that's a shame, because I would really love to have Portugal as a puppet. What are the options under war goals? Operations, regime change, conquer state. So they'd offer me a conquer against anyone. Transfer subject, that's interesting. Sierra Leone or Bhutan, neither of which I desire. Revoke claim on Sinai. I don't need to have a claim on Sinai. Yeah, alright, we're going to leave that for now. I'm going to go ahead and hike taxes up to level 2, just to improve my financial position. Not a big deal. Alright, crunch time. Do I want to be involved in this war or not? I'm going to leave it. I don't want to necessarily be fighting the United States on this. Austria is going after proletarian revolt in Tidor. Absolutely not my business. Persia sides with Portugal. That's interesting. Look at you flexing. Look at you flexing, Shah Sultan Hamid Qajar. Good for Persia. Persia is another one of the countries that I built up into a giant major power in a personal game. I think I got to be first place. I had a huge Middle Eastern empire, which, as you know, is one of the things I enjoy doing in this game. All right, so let's look at. There's Bolivar, Los Rios, and Miranda. These are all places that I'm still currently building railways. All right, so that's not gonna be a problem. Heavy tanks are good to go. So let's get 50 levels of heavy tanks for the 3rd Brazilian Army. We'll do 5, 10, 15, 20. 1 to round up. 2 to round up. 25, 30, 40, 50, or no, 30, 35, 40. 50. That should be, yes, all right, perfect. Once again, we're in the too many state, but that's just fine. We'll throw those at the top of our production queue. Because that should make... Well, these railways are not quite done. And these coal mines are going to bother me being so close to being done, so we'll put them at the top as well. Very sensible, reasonable economic policy. Oh my gosh, look at this. These areas are much... oh no, they're not completely clear. But they're much clearer, I think, than they were before. They're much less densely enjungled, and we can see roads stretching all across the Amazon. That's cool. That's very cool. You know, I guess I never did take a pass through Brazil to just show you what's physically present on the map. I could do that. I could do a nice post-game country tour. I think that'd be nice. Nice quality of life thing. I'll probably do that. I'll probably do that in another episode. I never did end up doing it for my, at the very end of my Ottoman run, which I do kind of regret. So maybe we'll take some time to do that. All right. 4th Brazilian Army is going to have 40 more units of heavy tanks. We'll put another 10 levels in Minas Gerais, another 10 in Rio de Janeiro. We'll put 5 in Para, 5 in Maranhão, five in Joias, and 5 in Mato Grosso. And we'll put those at the top as well. Portugal backs down. Interesting. All right, 3rd Brazilian Army is starting to get its heavy tanks together, so we'll just tick the siege artillery down. We'll do the same for 4th Brazilian Army. In fact, we'll bring that all the way down. I don't need to worry about that. 2nd Brazilian Reserve Army needs some heavy tanks as well. Oh, you know what? That's 40. Cool. And like the others, we'll put those at the top. And we'll run down the number of siege artillery to 0. Seventh Brazilian Army has a unit of mechanized infantry in it. Not sure how that happened. And then 1st Brazilian Reserve Army needs 10 levels of heavy tanks. We'll just put 7 in Rio de Janeiro and 3 in Minas Gerais. And that should be fine. We'll run this siege artillery down. And we'll reset our conscripts afterward. If we need to. I don't think we're necessarily going to get into a war before the end of the game, but if we need to set up more conscripts, we'll do it. Speaking of which, Sierra Leone... Prussia's trying to annex Sierra Leone. They're offering us regime change in Portugal. I don't desire that. Sierra Leone. Something going on in Borneo. Not where I thought it was. Oh, here. Can't influence that either way. right. Practical opposition. Viewing the Communist Party as a major threat to the Brazilian nation, the Brazilian Integralist Action has encouraged supporters of Brazilian Integralist Action to organize into groups and attack suspected communists on the streets. There are those in our very own government who believe that the Communist Party is a party like any other. It is not. This cabal is not a true political party, but a front for a secret society, admitting within its ranks aliens, spies, and minors. Its attempt to nestle itself into the dark corners of our cities must be met with the only thing that these animals understand, the force of good Brazilian fists. Accost communists and partisans wherever they may appear. Rural folk pops become more radical. Upper and middle stratum pops become more loyalist and negative momentum of some kind for the Communist Party. Or target their leaders to crush the masses. 25% chance of a character dying or getting wounded or getting shell-shocked. And then 2% of rural folk pops. Because these guys are the government. I don't know why this is... Okay, hold on. This violence will be the death of democracy. This is going to assess minus 20% momentum to Brazilian integralist action. Gaston Peña gets violent rhetoric rejected. 2% of upper and middle stratum pops become radical. This is the one I want. We're not going to block up the communists. The communists are running the country, gosh darn it. Under Astrohildo Pereira. Could still technically move to technocracy. Be very funny if Astrohildo Pereira made a technocracy. It would never have happened in real life, but... It's a very silly idea. Still looking at an electricity shortage in Los Rios is happening because the plant can't hire, so we'll subsidize it. Transportation shortage in Los Rios. Let's throw some more railways in there. Transportation shortage in Cauca. Throw some more railways in there. Transportation shortage in Miranda. They are hiring, so we'll throw some more railways in there. Whatever the problem is, as a Victoria 3 player, my advice is put up a railway. You can take that to the bank. I'm going to declare neutrality on this situation. I've played Victoria 3. I know how to run a government. How long has this episode been going on? Way long. All right, we'll get to the end of the year, and then we'll put a pin in it. We're pretty close. We'll probably get to our population growth target by the end of next episode. But I can't put up an hour and a half long episode, so we'll just get to the end of the year, and the end of 1942, and then let that be good to go. We finished out our huge coal expansion. This has decreased the price of coal significantly, but not hugely. PC's chugging along here. Kindly burn this letter. Venceslau de Oliveira, a prominent member of the Brazilian Integralist Action Party, has been accused of gross corruption. He strenuously denied all allegations until damning letters surfaced signed by him. Well, yes, I'm willing to discuss the contents of these letters with the committee, if only I'm given time to study the content of the letters, in my personal chambers, of course. On my honor, I will not alter or destroy any of the evidence. Honest. Brazilian Integralist Action says stand by Venceslau de Oliveira and deny everything. Venceslau de Oliveira should be isolated to protect the rest of the party. So this one costs momentum. The first one cost them momentum. The second one makes him less popular, but only for 2 years. Or there are allies in the Brazilian Integralist Action who can speak in de Oliveira's defense. Oliveira's defense. This would be less loss of momentum. I'm going to go with full loss of momentum. I don't feel like those guys need any help. There's an uprising in Baluchistan, which is going to probably disappear when the French Republic is destroyed, because it's currently fully occupied by the radical French Republic. Let's take a look at that war. Oh yeah, France is going to definitely fall to its revolution. That's a for sure situation. So, radical French Republic. I can't begin improving relations because I'm doing too many things diplomatically. Portugal, I don't need improved relations with you. I need improved relations with France, at least a little bit. I got obligations expiring from Austria and the Mosquito Kingdom. I think right away we're going to absolve our obligation with the Mosquito Kingdom. Don't need to concern myself with that. Austria, we're friendly. It's nice to have an obligation from you, though, so we'll hold on to it. 242 days. I wonder if I went after Great Britain right now, they are infamous, and Austria would not be able to side against me due to me having an obligation on them. No, we're not gonna be a mess right here at the end of the game. At the end of all things. Let's try to export some coal. Are we currently exporting coal? Only a very small amount. And am I bringing any coal into the country? No. So let's go ahead and encourage exports. And we'll export some to Russia. Keep those coal mines nice and profitable. We got more revolutions happening all over the world. We're going to continue to ignore them, however, because that doesn't concern Brazil whatsoever. This war in France is very nearly done. This game is chugging along. I think this is going slow due to it just being very close to the end of the game. Fruitful endorsements. In a gesture of solidarity with the Communist Party, Jose Braz has encouraged his supporters to vote for it in the ongoing election. For the interest of all principled people, the Communist Party has a consistent record of excellence. I cannot speak higher of those brave men and women moving Brazil forwards under their name. He has our thanks, certainly. The endorsement would best be more specific. This one just gives us momentum. This one, less momentum, but increase the strength of the rural folk. We'll do the first one. Again, it's elections matter more than fiddling with the strength of the individual parties at this time. French-Italian rivalry ended. Well, that's not shocking. France is about to stop existing, basically. Well, no, I mean, it's going to get taken over by the Radical French Republic, which is fine. We got another little by little event. I'm going to say we'll make Brazilians of them yet, same as I always do. French ambitions. Shouts its intention to extend its borders, its natural borders spanning from the Atlantic to the Rhine. That's very funny. Okay, so this is the new French Republic. It's got... French ambitions gives it an infamy decay penalty. But it doesn't actually have that, and I'm not sure why. But in any case, I don't really need to worry about it, do I? Because I don't have any territory over here, so la-di-da for me. Alright, that's about the end of the year. So, we got, I think, one more episode to do, and then Brazil will be good to go. So I'm going to put a cut in here and get started with that. For now, though, I've had a good time. I hope you all have had a good time, and I'll see you on the other side.